students, come on, we'll start the problems now on unit number 4, portfolio theory. So we have already discussed in the previous session regarding the theory of portfolio. What do you mean by portfolio? What is portfolio return, portfolio risk? All these things we have discussed. Now, first problem. I already told you to take a hard copy printout of these problems in the description below. I have provided the problems, complete set of problems PDF. You can download it, you can get a copy of this. While watching the video, you must have the printout copy. Then only you can be able to understand. You can be able to understand the problem properly and solution you can understand. So first problem I am reading out here. What is the expected return of a portfolio comprising of the following securities? So we are given security X, Y, Z. Three securities are given. Expected returns are 10%, 15%, 20%, and percentage of funds invested 25%, 25%, 50%. So three securities, expected returns are given and percentage of funds invested are given. Now we'll calculate the expected return of the portfolio. Now we calculate the expected return of the portfolio. Problem number 1. First problem. Expected return of portfolio. The formula for expected return of portfolio is ERP is equal to W1R1 plus W2R2 plus W3R3, where ERP is equal to expected return of portfolio. This is the first problem, that's why I am writing the complete explanation of every term used in the formula. In the coming problem we won't write, but first problem we are writing about the full form of this ERP. W1, W2 and W3. Weights or proportion of funds invested in each security. W1 is equal to, what is the percentage given in the problem? 25% is equal to 0.25. W2 is equal to again 25%, 0.25. W3 is equal to 50%, 0.5. Then R1, R2, R3 is equal to return on each security. Return on each security. R1 is equal to 0.25. Not 0.25. Returns are given in the problem, that is 10%. R2 is equal to 15% and R3 is equal to 20%. So we are given the returns of three securities and the proportion of funds invested in the three securities. Now we have to calculate the ERP. Is equal to W1R1 plus W2R2 plus W3R3. Weight. What is the weight here? 0.25. Into what is the return? 10%. Plus 0.25. Return is 15%. Plus 0.5. Return is 20%. So 0.25 into 10 is 2.5. 0.25 into 15 is 3.75, I think. It is 3.75, right? Plus 0.5 into 20 is 10. Now if you add up 10 plus 3, 13, 14, 15, 16.25. Therefore, expected return on portfolio is equal to 16.25%. That's all. This is the first problem on calculating the expected return of the portfolio. Remember the formula? W1 R1 plus W2 R2 plus W3 R3. If we have three securities. If we have only two securities, W1 R1 plus W2 R2. Like this we can extend also. So ERP stands for expected return of the portfolio. W1, W2, W3 are the weights or proportion of funds invested in each security. So in the problem it is given W1 25%, W2 25%, W3 50%. 0.25, 0.25, 0.5. R1, R2, R3 stands for return on each security. R1 given 10%, R2 15, R3 20. So we substitute, we'll get the expected return of the portfolio 16.25%. This is the first problem on calculating expected return of the portfolio. Now, the second problem. Problem number 2. Second problem is two corporations Z and Q have the following. Returns are given 14% Z and 19% Q, and risk are 18% Z and 30% Q. Correlation coefficient between Z and Q is 0.28. Weights of Z 25%, Q 75%. Determine the risk and return of portfolio also when weights are 50%, 50%. So in this problem we are required to calculate expected return and risk both of the portfolio. When the weights are 25%, 75% first case, and second case when the weights are 50%, 50%. So first we will take case 1, second problem. When weights are Z is equal to 25%, 0.25, Q is equal to 75%, 0.75. These are the weights. Now, expected return of portfolio. ERP is equal to W1 R1 plus W2 R2. Only two securities we have. So what are the weights here? 0.25 into return. What is the return of Z security? 14%. Plus 0.75 into what is the return? It is 19%. That is equal to 0.25 into 14. 0.25 into 14, 3.5. Plus 0.75 into 19, 14.25. That is equal to 17.75. This is the expected return. Now, portfolio risk. It is called sigma P. Now see here, this is the first time we are applying the formula for portfolio risk. Risk is calculated in terms of standard deviation. So portfolio risk standard deviation is equal to x1 square sigma 1 square plus x2 square sigma 2 square plus 2 into x1 into x2 into r12 into sigma 1 into sigma 2 under root. First time we are applying the formula for portfolio risk. See carefully. Sigma P is equal to x1 square sigma 1 square plus x2 square sigma 2 square plus 2 into x1 into x2 into r12 into sigma 1 into sigma 2 under root. Now you must know what this term stands for, where x1 and x2 is equal to weights. That is, x1 is equal to 0.25 and x2 is equal to 0.75. And sigma 1 and sigma 2 is equal to standard deviation. Standard deviation of both securities. That is, sigma 1 is equal to 18% and sigma 2 is equal to 30%. Then R12 is equal to correlation coefficient. between the returns of two securities. Correlation coefficient is given in the problem as 0.28. That's it. This is the complete full form of all the terms which are used in the formula sigma p. Right? Now I am substituting the values in the formula. Sigma p is equal to, now carefully you see, x1 square, x1 is how much here? 0.25. So 0.25 square into sigma 1 square. How much is the sigma 1? 18. 18 square plus x2 square 0.75 square into sigma 2 square 30 square plus 2 into x1 into x2 into r12 0.28 r12 into sigma 1 into sigma 2 under root. I have substituted all the values in the formula. Now I can find out sigma p is equal to 0.25 square. 0.25 square will become 0.25. How it to calculate is 18 square. 0.25 into 0.25 you will get 0.625. So 18 square into 0.625 you will get 20.25. Plus 30 square. 30 square is 900. 900 into 0.5 square. पहले क्या करेंगे 0.5 स्क्वायर मालूम कर लेंगे इनटू करेंगे 30 स्क्वायर 900 तो अल्टीमेटली यू विल गेट 506.25 प्लस अब ये पूरे टर्म्स को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे ऑल द टर्म्स शुड बी मल्टीप्लाइड यू विल गेट 56.7 नाउ आई एम पुटिंग इट अंडर रूट तो सिग्मा p इज इक्वल टू यू आर गेटिंग 583.2 under root. Then sigma p is equal to 24.15%. First answer we got. The first answer is regarding portfolio risk and portfolio return. Now second case, case 2. When weights are Z is equal to, how much is the weight of Z? 50-50 I think. See the problem, it is given 50-50%. Z is equal to 0.5, Q is equal to 0.5. Now I am applying the formula ERP is equal to W1R1 plus W2R2. That is equal to, W1 is 0.5 into return. What is the return here? 14. Plus W2 is 0.5. What is the return? 19. So ERP is equal to 0.5 into 14. Multiply 0.5 into 14. You will get 7. Plus 0.5 into 19. That is 9.5. So 9, 10, 16.5 is the ERP. ERP is 16.5. Now portfolio risk. Sigma p. So portfolio risk again formula x1 square sigma 1 square plus x2 square sigma 2 square plus 2 into x1 into x2 into r12 into sigma 1 into sigma 2 under root. Now we substitute the values. Sigma p is equal to 0.5 square into 18 square plus 0.5 square into 30 square plus 2 into 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.28 into 18 into 30 under root. तो सिग्मा p is equal to 18 को स्क्वायर करेंगे 0.5 into 0.5 0.25 तो मल्टीप्लाई कर लो 0.5 into 0.5 लिखेंगे फिर into 18 square. So ultimately you are getting 81 plus 0.5 को स्क्वायर करेंगे 30 को स्क्वायर करें तो 900 0.5 को स्क्वायर करें तो 0.25 into 900 you will get 225 plus multiply all these terms you are going to get 75.6. Now put it under root. So sigma p is equal to you will get 381 0.6 under root. So sigma p is equal to, you are going to get 19.53%. That's it. So this is the problem number 2. So 2 problems we have completed on calculating the portfolio return and portfolio risk. Now we'll start problem number 3. See the third problem. Calculate the portfolio risk and portfolio return from the following information. An investor wants to construct a portfolio with stock A and stock B. So 2 securities he is having in his portfolio, stock A, stock. By investing 75% of his funds in A, the weight, proportion of funds invested in A security is 75% and the balance in B, 25%. So 100% is the 75 nikal the 25%. So we can take the weights. A security is 75%, 0.75 and B security 0.25. So first I will write down the information given. W1 is equal to 0.75 and W2 is equal to 0.25. Then the expected returns on A and B are 6% and 9%. R1 is equal to 6%, R2 is equal to 9%. And the standard deviation of returns on A and B. So sigma A, standard deviation of A security 4%. Standard deviation of B security is 12%. And respectively, the correlation coefficient, or we can take R, first and second security is plus 0.50. So the symbol of correlation coefficient is R. R12. 1-2 का मतलब first security and second security. दोनों का correlation मिलाकर 0.5. So from this we are required to calculate portfolio risk and portfolio return. So first I am writing portfolio return. Portfolio return ERP is equal to W1 R1 plus W2 R2. 0.75 into 6 plus 0.25 into 9. So 0.75 into 6 you will get 4.5. Plus 0.25 into 9, 2.25. That is equal to 6.75. Got it? This is the portfolio return. Now easily we can find out portfolio risk. That is sigma P is equal to x1 square sigma 1 square x2 square sigma 2 square 2 into x1 into x2 into r12 into sigma 1 into sigma 2 under root. So sigma P is equal to x1 stands for weight. What is the weight of the first security? 0.75. 0.75 square into standard deviation is 4. 4 square plus 0.25 square into standard deviation is 12. 12 square plus 2 into 0.75 into 0.25 into correlation coefficient 0.5 into standard deviation 1, 4 into 12. Now simply you have to multiply. 0.75 को स्क्वायर कर देंगे, फिर 4 4 से 16, 16 को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, तो you will get the value 9 plus फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्क्वायर 0.25 को स्क्वायर करेंगे, 12 को स्क्वायर करेंगे, 12 12 जा 144, 0.25 स्क्वायर 0.625, दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर लो, you will get again 9. Multiply all these terms, you are going to get 9. 9 3s are 27 under root. Then sigma p is equal to 5.2%. This is the portfolio risk. So 3 problems we have completed. Three problems we have completed. Now we'll come to the fourth problem. Fourth problem, see here, determine the risk and return of an equally weighted portfolio of assets of A, B and C. So 3 assets we have and equally weighted. Equally weighted का मतलब weights जब लेंगे तो 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. अगर 2 assets रहते तो 1/2, 1/2 equally weight. 3 रहते तो 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 4 अगर रहते तो 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Like that. So here it is given equally weighted का मतलब weights W1, W2, W3. We'll take 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. With the following inputs A, B, C, expected returns are given 16%, 18%, 21%. And standard deviation 19%, 21, 26. Correlation of returns A and B. First A and B. We treat the securities as first security, second security, third security for our better convenience. तो A और B का मतलब first and second. तो correlation coefficient between first and second security 0.5. B and C, second and third. तो correlation coefficient between 2 and 3 is 0.2. And correlation coefficient between A and C, first and third, is 0.5. So we are given this data. From this we have to calculate the portfolio return and portfolio risk. This is the fourth problem. First we write down the information which is given in the problem. That will become easier. The problem will become easier. So we can write R1 is equal to 16%. R2 is equal to 18%. R3 is equal to 21%. Similarly, sigma 1, standard deviation 1, 19%. Standard deviation 2, 21%, standard deviation 3, 26%. Similarly, correlation R12 is equal to 0.5, R23 is equal to 0.2, R13 0.5. So A, B, C, instead of A, B, C we are writing 1, 2, 3. जब A और B कहेंगे तो 1 and 2 लेंगे, जब B and C कहेंगे 2 and 3, और A and C लेंगे तो 1 and 3 for our convenience. So now we can write down portfolio return. First of all, we write down the weights. Weights are equal. That is, W1 is equal to 1/3, W2 is equal to 1/3, W3 is equal to 1/3. Right? Now portfolio return. ERP is equal to W1 R1 plus W2 R2 plus W3 R3. Weights are equal. 1/3 into R1 is 16 plus 1/3 into 18 plus 1/3 into 21. So we can take 16/3 plus 18/3 plus 21/3. LCM अगर 3 ले लेंगे तो 16 plus 18 plus 21. So 16 plus 18 plus 21, you will get 55/3. So 55/3, you are getting 18.33. Therefore, portfolio return 18.33%. That's all. So we have calculated the portfolio return. Now we calculate portfolio risk. Sigma P is equal to, see here, Last two problems we have calculated the portfolio risk for 2 security portfolio. But in this problem we have to make a portfolio risk for 3 securities. तो यहाँ पर don't try to mug up the formula. बाय हार्ट करने की कोशिश मत करो उसको, कंसंट्रेशन अगर लगाएंगे, लॉजिक अगर देखेंगे तो यू कैन इजीली रिमेंबर द फॉर्मूला. तो सिग्मा पी इज इक्वल टू, सी केयरफुली, x1 स्क्वायर प्लस सिग्मा 1, x1 स्क्वायर सिग्मा 1 स्क्वायर प्लस x2 स्क्वायर सिग्मा 2 स्क्वायर प्लस x3 स्क्वायर सिग्मा 3 स्क्वायर. तो 3 सिक्योरिटी है, तो तीनों के लिए x1 स्क्वायर सिग्मा 1 स्क्वायर, x2 स्क्वायर सिग्मा 2 स्क्वायर, x3 स्क्वायर सिग्मा 3 स्क्वायर. प्लस नाउ वी विल मेक ए कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ 1 and 2, 2 and 3 एंड लास्टली 1 and 3. दो का कॉम्बिनेशन लेना है हमको, 3 सिक्योरिटी में से दो का कॉम्बिनेशन. तो पहले 1 and 2 का लेंगे, फिर 2 and 3 का लेंगे, फिर 1 and 3 का लेंगे. तो पहले 1 and 2, 2 into x1 into x2 into r12 into sigma 1 into sigma 2. This is the combination we have taken for first and second. Now we take the combination for second and third, 2 and 3. So plus 2 into x2 into x3 plus sigma 23 r23 into sigma 2 into sigma 3. We have taken the combination of 2 and 3. Now we'll take the combination of 1 and 3. 2 into x1 into x3 into r13 into sigma 1 into sigma 3. So this is the first problem in which 3 security portfolio risk I am calculating. Listen carefully here. First x1 square sigma 1 square, x2 square sigma 2 square, x3 square sigma 3 square. तीनों ले लिए. लेने के बाद अब 2 का कॉम्बिनेशन बनाएंगे. 2 into x1 into x2 into r12 into sigma 1 into sigma 2. एक हो गया. 2 and 3, 2 into x2 into x3 r23 into sigma 2 into sigma 3. ये 2 3 का हो गया. अब 1 and 3, 2 into x1 into x3 into r13 into sigma 1 into sigma 3. Now put it under root completely. तो x6 standard deviation. x1 square, x1 का मतलब weight, x1 x2 x3 का मतलब weight, equally weighted. तो 1/3 whole square into sigma 1 square. How much is sigma here? 19 square plus 1/3 square into sigma 2 is 21 square plus 1/3 square into sigma 3 is 26 square. तो ये तीनों को स्क्वायरिंग ले लिया. अब यहां से ये 2 into x1 into x2, तो 1/3 into 1/3 into r12. How much is r12 there? 0.5 into sigma 1 into sigma 2, that is 1921 plus 2 into x2 into x3, 1/3 into 1/3 into r23, 0.2 into sigma 2 into sigma 3, that is 21 26 plus 2 into 1/3 into 1/3 into r13, 0.5, sigma 1 19, sigma 3 26. That's it. Now I am putting under root. अब देखिए कैलकुलेशंस करने के लिए सिंपल मेथड. व्हाट इज अ सिंपल मेथड हियर? 1/3 होल स्क्वायर. 1/3 होल स्क्वायर का मतलब 1 स्क्वायर एंड 3 स्क्वायर. न्यूमरेटर में 1 है उसको भी स्क्वायर करेंगे, डिनोमिनेटर में 3 है उसको भी स्क्वायर करेंगे. तो 1 स्क्वायर करेंगे तो 1 ही आएगा और 3 स्क्वायर करेंगे तो 9. तो वी कैन से 1/3 होल स्क्वायर इज नथिंग बट 1/9. तो पहले क्या करेंगे, आप 19 को स्क्वायर करेंगे. 19 into 19 स्क्वायर हो गया, डिवाइडेड बाय 9. 19 into 19 divided by 9, you are going to get 40.11. 19 को स्क्वायर करेंगे डिवाइड बाय 9, so you are getting 40.11 प्लस उसी तरह 21 को स्क्वायर करेंगे डिवाइडेड बाय 9, you are going to get 49. 26 को स्क्वायर करेंगे डिवाइडेड बाय 9, you will get 75.11 प्लस. अब यहां पर क्या करेंगे, मल्टीप्लाई ऑल द न्यूमरेटर्स. 2 into 1 into 1 into 0.5 into 19 into 21. न्यूमरेटर पूरे